Welcome back. Hi. It might be December in Reddington and environs, but it's hot August here, so I'm sweltering a little bit. We're going to pick up our allowance, which is 24 gold. There is a box waiting for us at the front door. What's in the box today? We have a sleeping mask, a magnifying glass, and 2 keys. With great gratitude, thank you to the Acme Coyote Outfitting Company for providing these. There we go. And let's go outside and see what our exterior room is going to be today. I mean, the tomb would get me money. I'm still interested in knowing what happens if I get 100 golds that I can pay off Danny Ravane. But I figure I'm probably a long way off from that. You know what? The shelter? Why not? We'll just shield ourselves from 3 red rooms. Although it did occur to me last time I played that I haven't seen a metal detector in a dog's age workshop. We get the broken lever. Okay. And onwards, because I don't think, it's doing that thing. Oh, yep, it's doing that thing where it's charging me forward whether I want to or not. Reading nook. Library. If it appears that I'm just sort of walking into walls in a way that I don't normally do, it ain't my fault. I think Simon has the flu. The wine cellar. Now, it seems to have fixed itself. Back out to the main hall. Security already. Bedroom. Spare bedroom. The secret passage. And why not? Let's get another bedroom. The boudoir, 2 ivory dice. There's a gem that we've been neglecting, which only serves to remind me really that I haven't done anything about any of the safes. Gift shop, and yeah, we have the Blessing of the High Roller. So what that does is if I draft a shop room, I gain an ivory die, and if I spend 1, I gain 5 coin. But I don't think I'm ready to go in there yet. Let's go back and hit security up, or even the foundation. Let's do the foundation instead. So this room is kind of a dead end. I don't mind it. Parlor. The gems are in the black box. The gems are not in this box. The statements on the other 2 boxes are true. Okay, so this is an easy one. This statement cannot be true. Because if it is, then we have 3 true statements. That does not work. So this statement must be false. And that also tells us that one of the other 2 statements is true and the other one is false. So, if the blue statement is true, the gems are in the black box, then that means that the white statement is also true, which is a problem. Because that would make the black box true again, and we'd have all true statements again. No. So, the blue statement must be false, so the gems are not in the black box. The white statement must be true, the gems are not in the white box, therefore, they're in the blue box. All right, where am I? I want to go back to the foundation and do the other door. Courtyard. This frequently has a thing, like, say, a shovel. Always welcome. Why did I think that there was another dig spot? Oh, are they not always there? I don't think I've ever seen this thing go without there being a dig spot over here. Oh, how I miss the days when I had, like, 20 copies of the aquarium and 8 copies of the courtyard. This is a dead end, except none of these are dead ends. Even the mechanarium would have a door. So, weirdly, I'm going to redraw this because I actually want a dead end, like the closet. Key and gem. Lateral moves. The observatory is... So we have Diamond is Minor, which gets us a gemstone, and whatever this is. Florealis, the bloom of the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. So that's Denny Ravane's gemstone yielding flowers. I think we are done with the burning glass. So if we could acquire the bits necessary to build something else, maybe I should draft the code check and withdraw the burning glass. I don't know. Lateral moves. Billiard room. That's a win-win, because this is going to get me closer to a trophy. And the keys. 5 is 5. Ooh, all the colors. 12 minus 4 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Divided by 16 is 1. 2. Wait. Oh no! Oh no! All this time, I've been relying on the fact that anything in the inner ring is just plus. Anything in the inner circle is plus. Anything on the double ring is minus. Anything in the next section out is times, and anything in the triple ring on the outside is divided by. Okay, so do I remember the colors? Because now I have to pay attention to the colors. Dang. So the blue is plus, the pink is times, and the yellow is minus. So this is 2 times 11 is 22, minus 12 is 10. Yeah. 3, because I'm still moving outwards on the dartboard, I think. So 3 is 3, times 5 is 15, minus 13 is 2. And that's right, and it gives me the Secret Garden key. Which is nice, but is not really what I was after. Dump a dead end here. Do I want an experiment? It would also increase the mechanarium if and when it shows up later. For each bedroom you draft after your second, each time you find some trash while digging, when you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, gain a star, set your dice to 2, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. I'm much more interested in increasing my allowance these days. And all of my select A's, all of my causes here, are tempting. It's just a question of which of these things am I going to do the most to really maximize the effect of this. I mean, if I'm also going after green rooms, I'm also going to get dig spots. I think it's going to be that. Start the experiment. Special orders, that's the thing. Yes, I'd like to place a special order. How about a metal detector, because we haven't had one in forever. Approve the order. So now the commissary will have one soon. We want to go back to the passageway and see if we can bridge across. If we're going to do it, let's do the weight room, because it will be the first red room that we are shielded from. That also gives us an entrance into the antechamber. So this is now just a way north. Ooh, locked. I'm not putting up with that. I got 2 other ways north. So let's go into the gift shop and try going north. Gymnasium would be the second room, sheltered from it. Patio might have dig spots. Hey, there we go. Okay. So, Flour. It's a Devane special. Gives me a key. A brick. Ta-da! Over here. Ooh. Right, I'd totally forgotten. We've been to the rumpus room and we got information about the drawing room. Oh, let's do the rumpus room. Pick up some cash. Alzara, what have you got to say today?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Faintly in the mist, I see a figure. A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone. You will find yourself one day wandering these paths, walking in the footsteps of the past, wandering and waiting, searching for a shadow that will never be cast, longing for the day to end, the hours to pass. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing
It feels like all of the messages from Alzara are two things that we're being told. This time, it feels like it's telling me that there's another exterior area, if only I knew how to get there, which, sure, absolutely possibly. There are many barriers in the front area that we can't get over. We can't see down the sides of the house except through the garage. So absolutely, there could be another exterior area. The thing that I noticed about that was everything was pentagons. There was a pentagon on the statue's shield, and all the little planters were pentagons. And pentagons are one of the symbols of one of the realms. And then Simon in the train station. I'm going to be very glad that I have this on video and that I'm going to be able to see it again at some point. Because I think I want to look at that again at some time. Okay, so Rumpus Room, only a lateral. Oh, have I set? Yeah, I'm setting myself up so that I can't get any further north. That's dangerous. Cloister of Lydia. Oh, hello. Turnip, 6 steps. Brick, ding. One more to my allowance. And Devane Flower, and a key. Now the dig spots are being all generous. Lateral moves first. Ooh, the drawing room. Alzara's previous message was all about that chair, which sure looks like it's this chair, and I haven't really looked at that chair very closely. I mean, this. I do have a magnifying glass, so the first thing I'm thinking of is, oh, do I need to look at this closer? Except it's not giving me access to the magnifying glass. So it's not the case that there's something in the drawing that's supposed to give me a clue. I do not see anything. I am not allowed to sit in the chair. Oh, wait, mate. Yeah, that's not the statue. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. We have all of these pictures, but how does any of this translate into a date? I'm going to leave it and try going north. I'm not really thrilled about any of those. Let's redraw them. Mailroom will give me a package tomorrow. Ta-da! I find it hard to believe that this room doesn't do anything, and that I'm not receiving any correspondence from anybody. I mean, the sanctity of the will doesn't have to be violated because, no, I've already found my inheritance. I've been made barren. There was a bust and everything. If I don't redraw, the only way forward is the lost and found. And I'll lose one of these things. The magnifying glass, the sleeping mouse, the broken lever, the shovel, and the secret garden key. But I kind of want to see what the lost and found is about. I appear to still have all my things, and I don't understand. But it gives me an upgrade disc. And a wrench. Oh, it's sheltered! I don't lose it! Ha ha ha. And there's a black pawn. And there's... oh. That's a fragment of one of the things. So... but it's a different thing. So there was one of these in the clock tower that didn't have nearly as much information. The problem is, how would I ever know which thing this belongs to? Okay, so I now have seen that. This cycles around. Okay. Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that in one step. I feel like I'm close. There. An allowance coin for 2 more to my allowance. Fabulous. I have an upgrade disc. And I have the laboratory, which is not that far. We are updating the spare bedroom. Wait a minute, that's already been an update. That used to be the spare room. I can update an update? Servants' spare quarters. A key for each bedroom in your house. Her ladyship's spare room. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. And the spare master bedroom, gain a step for every room in your house. To what degree are these things copies of the rooms that they are? I think her ladyship's spare room, because it's far more likely that I'm short of gems in a given day than I am short of steps. Let's say that. I mean, the boudoir will give me extra steps as well, but it's a source of gems from the walk-in closet. I just need to do the walk-in closet more often. We could re-roll this. Yeah, I'm re-rolling this. These are terrible. Ooh, these are also terrible. Corridor basically gives us an extra re-roll without spending a die. Observatory, it'd give us another bonus. We now are up to 25 stars. And apple, key, chests in the hall, rooms with 4 doors are more common, and the slice for 3 extra steps. 5 different constellations. That's pretty amazing. Nothing on the table that I can see. Ooh, well, key. We've got lots. Oh no. We've got good rooms, the archives in the dark room, but I've already done 3 red rooms, so they would definitely take effect. Phew. Let's take the archives and hope that I don't need to gamble too much. This way, well, that's one way. Secret garden. That guarantees that this one is this. And look at all the dig spots I'm going to have. Ha ha ha. Rock. So allowance increases. Oh. Apple. Extra delicious. 5. Another gem. Gives me a coin. Another coin. This is already set to be happy. So I've got 2 of these open. Not that I'm really heading that way. On my right, that's a dead end. Yeah, I can spend a key on that. Planetarium is just fine. We know that there isn't really much ever in there. Lateral moves. Dark room, laundry room are archived with 3 gemstones. Well, we can't even take that if we wanted. We have 2 ways out still. Let's take the dark room, which is going to go Zots. We can't pick up any goodies that might be in here. Well, let's see. What is this? Oh, this is the study. Okay. Study has a gemstone in it. And another safe. I don't see anything special on this. It could be pulled off by Thursday. Is it the date of that Thursday that is the thing that I need? Because it's the only thing in this room that refers to a date. Wait a minute, that's a date. D8. But how do I turn that into something I can type into the safe? I can't interact with that thing, I don't think. It doesn't let me sit at the table. It doesn't let me really examine this. It doesn't let me examine this either. Day 1 was Saturday, November 7th. So October 29th was the last Thursday that Uncle Herbie was alive. So 10/29? Nope. 10/22? Nope. 10/15? $10.08. I mean, I could just keep going back through the calendar forever, but that doesn't seem to make any sense. I don't want to leave this room without figuring this stupid thing out. What if this is not meant to point to that, but that is meant to point to this? Because this chess piece has been very deliberately left next to the safe. What if I'm ahead of the curve again in noticing that this was supposed to be D8, and that's a date? Maybe D8 is the thing I'm supposed to figure out. But how do I enter D8 into this safe? Like 0408? No. What about December 8? D for December. 12-8. 1208. Ah! Ooh, that's loose. That's kind of loose. I don't like that much. Ooh. Letter number 2. December 8th. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up, and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we've secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can within the next 2 months fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant staff. Until we meet on the shore of the White Sands, Caleb. Closed exhibit. Secret floor plan. Unfortunately, it's a red room. But it's all electronic doors. Yes? What did I just read? M. Is that Mary Marigold? In a month or two, from December 8th. A month or two would put it in February, which is when all of the emails about things going crazy went down. So this is about the heist. Fortunately, the archives are right there, and that is in fact the next room we're going to go to. Mary and Marigold, not Mary. The Children of Black Water. Caleb Manning. Okay. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of the 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Insurgent group RLCF, who call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance. So Caleb is also an author. That in November she dropped Ruffington Press after Caleb's arrest, and Caleb is Marigold's mentor and friend and confidant. And there's a picture of Caleb Manning, although it's not a great picture. Yeah, she disappeared in February. The 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. The Ruby Crown of Arinda Aries. Okay. Sure, use a key. I think I want the dining room, honestly. It branches, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of steps right away. The armory, because I've got lots of cash. Gives me 10 steps for lunch. Then the porterhouse steak wants the showroom. Let's say not yet. I mean, I'm not likely to get that, but I don't need the steps just yet. Okay, let's try filling this in. The pool puts a lot of interesting rooms in the house. Yep. Not liking that terribly. Why not? Take that. Pantry! And it even bends the right way. That never works out that well. Phew. Utility closet is perfect. Yeah, make it commonplace. Is that honestly the first of these that we've used the wrench on? Do that. Turn on the darkroom. There's usually a goodie. Something. Oh, a key card. Well, now that I've done that, I can open all the electronic doors I want. Fantastic. The other exit out the dining room. Oh! Grrr. This key thing is starting to worry me. Ew! Terrible. That is worth doing this too. Phoo! Yuck. Redraw. Boiler room. Are there dig spots? Coin. Phoo! Now it's giving me stuff. Just when I don't want you to. We've got a bunch of these rooms. Let's do this. Happy with that? Yeah, we don't have them all, but we got lots. There's stuff to be had. Battery pack. This is also a corner. Oh yeah, that's closing a door. That one has a silver key. Most welcome. We have 2 ways out, one to the east and one to the north. Let's do this one first. Yeah, the silver key. The electric eel aquarium? Just in case I can power something? Oh, hello. Hi, you're going to be commonplace now. He. Well, that makes me incredibly happy. And oh, it's also a green room. It has one of these. It also has a dig spot, which increases my allowance. Oh no! I have to actually find a thing. It's not if I don't find something useful. It's if I find an actual something that is not useful. That is cheap. How dare you? Foo. Okay, I have 1 key left. Can't use it. I don't want to use it there necessarily. Okay. And let's see. Out the mechanarium is another one. Oh, that lets me go. Let's do the Geist bedroom. That gives me 5 steps. It gives me 2 dice. And I mean, I can reach every square, so the fact that it's a dead end doesn't bother me much. I mean, it doesn't matter which way. They're both dead ends. They're both interesting. The archived floor plan uses power. Let's do that. It's the pump room. Now, I'm kind of worried, because if I drain all the water out of this thing, what happens to my electric eels? Do I kill them off? That would make me very sad. But I know what happens with the fountain. It lets me go downstairs. I know what happens with the reservoir being drained. I've given myself some water for the kitchen. I've given myself water for the greenhouse that I didn't have before. And we've played with draining the pool. The only thing I have not done is I have not emptied the aquarium to find out what it does. Okay, so first things first, I do not see dead eels at the bottom of this thing. On the other hand, what I do see is a prominent arrow pointing at the bottom of a filing cabinet. That room represents the archives with those metal bookshelves. There's something to do with the bottom of that filing cabinet. This is the bedroom, I think. Oh, that's the patio. There's an X. This is one of the hallways. And this is the laundry room. I don't see anything. Oh, no, I do. I do? Okay. So now, just because I am worried about my precious electric, although power is still running, I still do not have a firm grasp. There we go. So now, yay! The eels had somewhere to go. I did not slaughter marine life today. I can definitely do 2 of those things. And if I luck into a key, I can do something else. So let me look carefully. Where do I want to go? Well, first the dining room. I'm not going to get a showroom in any way that makes any sense, so let's just have this food. Have dinner. I'm not going to get 30 steps. It's fine. Then from the dining room, we want to get to the patio, which means going Archives Observatory. Got it. Oh. Well, the archives is right here. Filing cabinets. I have a shovel, don't I? I do. So if there's something buried, I can deal with it. It didn't look like that, though. So if there's one filing cabinet, it's this one. But it's not doing anything. Yeah, corridor lost and found. Oh! I has a food. Oh, banana! Okay. So, what are you doing, game? Ooh, yes! There was a dig spot. If only... Ugh. There! File cabinet key. Oh, so maybe it's both of the things. So sure, let's just go directly back. Ooh, apple. Key. Hey. Upgrade disk. And birth certificate. This document attests that Mary Matthew Epson was born to Lady Clara Epson and Simon H. Sinclair in this hospital at 4:05 a.m. Tuesday, the 22nd day of January in the 6th era, 1958. Why do I want you? I mean, if we hadn't worked out what the seal on that was, that's the Pentagon seal. We have that now. The sigil. I don't see anything that isn't in the actual birth certificate. So now, goals for the rest of today. There's apparently something in the middle washing machine, and I don't have the laundry room, but I have one chance to get it. And I mean, this is something we can do anytime. I also now have an upgrade disc. The entrance hall has a couple of chests, but that would want a sledgehammer, and we don't have one. So, we want to hit the foundation, which would also have dig spots. The laboratory would let us do the disc. Let's upgrade another room. The bunk room. Ooh! If you have exactly 2 hallways when you draft this room, double your keys. If you have exactly 2 green rooms, double your gems. If you have exactly 2 shops, double your money. Here's the thing. The thing I am most likely to have 2 of is shops. I'm far more likely to have less than 2 green rooms, and I'm far more likely to have more than 2 hallways. I know how I play. So this is not an upgrade that is terribly exciting to me, because I don't think it's going to pay off that often. Oh well. Oh, gem. Not that I think we're going to need it for anything. Turnip. Not entirely what I want. I want an old shoe or I want a key. Coin. Grrr. And no third dig spot. Poopage. No key. Literally any way that I can manufacture a key out of what I have. There might be one down the shelter? One of the rubies. Nope, no dig spot down here. Not today. The only other thing I can think of that there is worth doing that we can do today is we did have another safe. We have the drawing room safe. Why do we have the pace of each person in these paintings marked off? None of the combinations are explicitly written out anywhere. And we need to interpret the message broadly. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And it is clearly past Simon's bedtime. But he's Baron, he gets to stay up as late as he wants. If we count small gates, I mean, I counted all these before, but how are these gates? If we count small gates, I mean, your gate, G-A-I-T, is how you step. And for each of these pictures, they're either taking a ridiculously tiny step like this woman, or a long stride like the horse or this guy. Nobody's in between. Oh, here I go again. So maybe I'm not counting 5 categories of things. What if I'm just counting 2 categories of things? Little ones and big ones. So little, long, 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 little. Then for this part of the room, a horse is long, umbrella guy is short, top hat is long, lady is short, and a long and a short. So the final count comes to 19 short and 521 long. 1921. I mean, just counting 19 short things is not enough. It wants a 4-digit combo if it's the same kind of safe as everything else. This is at 1921. That's kind of a date. Is it 2119? Oh. Okay, did I do that right? Because that would be a dumb way to... Oh, I didn't count you. Okay, you're long. 1922. 1922. Enter. 2219. Enter. No. No likey. But let's make sure I did that correctly. Fast ways to just make sure that there are the right number of people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Nope, didn't count them right, because that's 41 people, and I've got a total of... Oh, no, that's 41. One extra long, 22. If we count small gates... Oh, I don't want to count the big ones. There are 2 that are small. If I count them separately, I'll get 2 numbers. Okay, so let's try that again. I think there are fewer ladies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if there are 4 ladies, there are 15 with the umbrella. Who's first? 4:15? I mean, that's a date, April 15th. 6. April 15th. Dearest Mary, I know the events... Oh, she is Mary. Her pen name is Mary and Marigold. Okay. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless, like wind-scarred plains. Through this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the iniquity of their parents. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst-case scenarios, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass more quickly in the East. As for me and you, I have already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I am too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I am too attached to the home our family has built up, room by room. Yet I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags, a compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now, to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. We may yet meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. So in other correspondence directed to us, Uncle Herbie said he wasn't sure what happened to Simon's mother. But this letter certainly suggests that he knew a lot more than he was letting on. You should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday, and while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. April 15th. When Simon was 8. So this letter is dated 6 years ago. Okay. So that was a lot. Is there anything else to do? Can't find a way to get into the Electric Eel Aquarium's door. I'm fresh out of ways to do that. I mean, I can get into the antechamber and into room 46. That doesn't get me anything. I could build the jackhammer, but it doesn't do me any good because I've dug up every dig spot I could find already. Yeah, the only thing I can think of to do is just end the day in the planetarium. Nothing more to do. Okay, call it a day. Stars go up to 27. Garden House of Cogs. 44 rooms. 135 steps taken. 16 items found. 1 new room! We have the lost and found. But then we also added 1 new floor plan. Also a red room. I am less excited about this. That is going to do it. That was pretty full. Did a bunch of things. A lot of information about what happened with Mary Epson, Marion Marigold. I feel like I need to look over the stuff from Elzara again. But for right now, we are done. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I will see you next time. Goodbye.